If there was a video I could tell my 4-figure self who was struggling to get brand deals as a UGC creator, as a content creator, like 6-7 months ago, this is exactly what I would tell her to scale to 5 figures faster. First of all, you need to treat your UGC and content creation like a business, more than just a 9-to-5, because it is a job that requires you to be present, keep on working, keep on following the trends. You need to be on all the platforms for a brand to notice you as a UGC creator, for example. And then if you expect to have that soft girl, pink Pilates, matcha lifestyle at the first couple of months, then you're wrong. You're not at the right place, because you need money in order to have that lifestyle. But if you start from zero and you're reinvesting that money into matcha every single day, you could have invested in years in tripods, in lighting, and invest back in your knowledge as a content creator. I would tell myself to be more disciplined. Stop taking lunch breaks, pauses. Oh, it's too tiring, I'm tired of pitching. No, keep on pushing and always try to improve day by day. Like every single time, track what you're doing, and then at the end of the day, ask yourself, are the things that I'm doing actually giving me value? Were the things that I did today actually brought me more money? Or was it just, I'm trying to be busy, I'm trying to make content, but that kind of content does not bring you any money, does not attract brands, and it doesn't give any value to your audience? Less lunch breaks, less taking pauses, hanging out with friends. Just focus on creating massive content, creating extremely good content, and have good relationship with the brands. I would tell my younger self to fix my portfolio right away. Your branding is super important. You can have all the fancy copywriting that you can offer to brands, all the emails perfectly written, but if they check your portfolio and it looks like some random Canva template with no portfolio strategy behind it, then it's like coming back to point zero. If you don't have a good base, you cannot build a high empire. If you do not have a strong base, you cannot build a tall building. It's as simple as that. If you don't have a strong base for your UGC business, you cannot make it grow further. If you need help, hire a virtual assistant. Do not be cheap on your business. Try to delegate as much as possible, but for me, I had a mistake where I was switching businesses too much, like doing this, doing that. But at the end of the day, I knew that, I'm just going to help people scale from 4 figures to 5 figures as a content creator, as a UGC creator, and I'm going to be a creative strategist for brands and become, the scientist from testing ads. Another thing I realized December 2024, I started selling too much. I was offering services for realtors, coaching for realtors, and then I had, my UGC offer, so it mixed up my audience a little bit. But once I got back into the track of creating content really just like for me, you need to show what you do. Like behind the scenes are super important. A lot of UGC creators just like do examples and everything. Everyone can do examples, but not everyone can explain your framework. Not everyone can tell the behind the scenes of creating a UGC videos and literally showing step by step, so brands can have. She actually does a research for the brands like this. Her filming is using this kind of setup, so they know that you are invested in the business and you know what you're doing. After investing in the equipment in your business, you need to invest in you. If you know your room isn't the most aesthetic, once you make money, try to invest in, cute basic tops. Or I personally love these kind of tops where it's like corporate girl, realtor kind of vibes, but I just love, stuff like this. It makes you look more put together and it makes you look way more professional than someone speaking with a t-shirt. I made this video with a t-shirt. You have like a lower chance of clicking it. But if I present myself in a different way with that different kind of passion, energy in the way that I'm speaking, literally clothes can give you confidence. I used my contact lenses this time and it gave me a boost of confidence. Yeah, it's true. Being pretty has an advantage. Being pretty and put together has a different kind of advantage than people who don't invest in their looks. People who just show up and like try to look all effortless. But you know what? It only works for a certain type of people. When you're extremely beautiful and everyone tells you, oh my goodness, you're like the prettiest people on the planet. But let's say we all have flaws. And we need to accept it, that there's always room to glow up. There's always room to improve yourself. So don't deny it. Another thing is that don't limit yourself. Like, oh yeah, I'm scared to post with my family. I'm scared to do interviews. I'm scared to show my room. People's gonna judge me. People's gonna judge my car. No, they do not give you your money. They do not feed you. So why should you be scared? Brands love it when they know that, oh, her room is white, it matched perfectly with our aesthetic. They need to know who they are dealing with. The last thing I remember, September was the moment I got my first 5-figure month deal. So it's like, payments are being processed and everything, but deals was like around 5 figures, and it's all because the grace of God. Nothing is because of me. I remember I started, I made 5 figures. That made me, think everything was chill. If I could tell myself, the moment you get 5 figures, you need to work double. You need to scale up. You need to hire more people. That would have been a big change for my business. Those are my personal experience, and I hope it can help some other UGC creators who are struggling to make 5 figures a month. And if you are invested in yourself, you do not want to make the same mistakes as I do. I have a coaching program, basically 60 days to get you from 4 figures to 5 figures. You have group coaching with me, you have a one-on-one, and other resources, the templates, the workflow, how we can build a story and a personal branding. And I'm going to teach you how to revamp your portfolio, your Instagram feed, how to get brands to actually contact you. Like Canadian Tire, The Ordinary was not a result of pitching. Like I don't know the agency's name. I do not know the point of contact of The Ordinary back then, but literally they found me on TikTok when I only had 800 followers. I know it's a miracle. It's a miracle, but I'm here to share it to you guys, and I don't want someone to wait and waste the rest of the year to not make 5 figures. 60 days or even less if you want to work harder, and if you want to, be competitive as me. That's a coaching program. I put the link in my description, only for UGC creators who are motivated. Please, no beginner UGC creators, just someone who wants to scale. So I'll see you in my coaching program, and let's make 2025 the best year, and 2026, 2027, and the upcoming years, we're gonna get that bag and that lifestyle.